3, 2, 1.
Una lang ang reforestation na topic then sa Kayaga, the Green Project.
Okay.
Recording. Go.
Hello, this is Dumayukduk Rainforest. Over 40 years ago, this place was bare and denuded. It was destroyed and desecrated, just like many places around the country. We came here and started replanting, preserving what was here. And by the grace of God, the rainforest is back. The birds are back, the bees are back, the canopies are back, the snakes are back. Hello, my name is Salvador Caryaga, and this is the Green Project. Today, we'll be talking about reforestation. Okay?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Recording.
Welcome to Dumayukduk. This is the Dumayukduk Rainforest. Over 40 years ago, this place was bare and denuded. People have destroyed, decimated, desecrated this place. Hardly anything was growing here. And we started planting trees. And by the grace of God, after almost 40 years, the rainforest is back, the birds are back, the bees are back, the snakes are back. And today I'm back to share our knowledge in how to duplicate what we're doing. Hello, my name is Salvador Caryaga, and this is the Green Project. Today, we're going to be discussing in how to reforest our country. Most of the Philippines are bare and denuded. It doesn't have to be that way. We are underutilized. And yet, we live in a paradise. And so today I hope I can encourage you, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you can, to plant trees. Okay?
Recording. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Welcome to Dumayukduk Rainforest in Butuan City. Over 40 years ago, this place was bare and denuded. We took over this place and started planting trees. And by the grace of God, the birds are back, the bees are back, the snakes are back. Okay.
The grace of God, kanimo.
Huh?
The grace of
The grace of God. All right. Take 10. By the grace of God.
When nag-start siya talking, sir, forward na lang.
Okay.
Kailan kayo na nag-stay ka on the same spot yung first words nimo.
Okay.
When siya katagin, mga old cheese na
Recording.
magpapagod.
3, 2, 1. Go.
This is an acacia tree. 100-year-old acacia trees are so big that cars can almost go through them. This particular tree came from my backyard. I took it 30 years ago and planted in this spot. There's acacia tree there, acacia tree there. There are acacia trees everywhere. When full grown, they become mighty trees that provide shade as well as beauty and of course absorb carbon monoxide and all those impurities and clear the air. Planting trees is good for our environment, it's good for our health, and it's good for our life. Okay, later on. Okay.
Recording. 3, 2, 1. Go there.
This is an acacia tree. Over 30 years ago, I planted this from the seed from my own backyard. Today, you can hardly put your arms around it. Acacia trees make great shades and they also produce beautiful wood when you turn them into furniture. Acacia trees of over 100 years can become so big that a car can go through it. I forgot what I said. Sorry. Okay.
Check ko lang, sir.
Okay?
Isa pa.
Isa pa, sir.
Check. Tingog or voice? Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Kamo sa sir, mo hide sa ka behind sa then.
Posting ka.
Ini.
Good. Recording. Check ko na yung mic, sir.
Hello, mic test.
We're good. 3, 2, 1. Go.
This is a 35-year-old mahogany tree. You can hardly wrap your hands around it. Mahoganies are hardwood, beautiful hardwood. They're great for furniture. Many companies use them for expensive materials to build something, again. Okay.
Recording. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir.
Welcome to our tree house. That's not the tree house. Way up there, up in the canopies, that's where the tree house. Right below are some tiny pools. It's a great place to rest and relax. You can hear the sound of running water, the sound of the birds, the sound of peace and quiet. This is our piece of paradise on earth. Planting trees has added great value to our tree house. These trees are less than 40 years old, and today it's providing us the structure we can use to build our own tree house. Plant trees. Someday you may be able to have and enjoy your own tree house.
We're good, sir. 3, 2,
Okay.
1. Recording. Go.
After hiking for almost an hour, we finally reached the first hill. Up here, you can see parts of Butuan City, the Magsaysay Bridge, the Agusan River, and 5 bars of Wi-Fi. I can do without electricity, running water, but I have to have my internet.
Yes, sir.
Kadit lah. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Go, sir.
After hiking for almost an hour, we finally made it up to the first hill of Dumayukdok Forest. Up here, you're able to see parts of cities of Butuan, the Agusan River, and the beautiful Magsaysay Bridge. Up here, there's no electricity, running water, indoor plumbing, but I have 5 bars. I can do without all those leisures of life, but I have to have my internet connection. Okay?
3, 2, 1. Knockout, sir.
After almost an hour of hiking uphill, we finally reached the first hill of Dumayukdok Rainforest. Up here, there's no electricity, running water, or indoor plumbing. But we have 5 bars of Wi-Fi. I can do without the pleasures of life, but I have to have internet. But also up here, you'll be able to see parts of Butuan City, the beautiful rice plains, the Macapagal Bridge, and the mighty Agusan River.
We're good, sir.
Huh? Okay. You don't have to plant trees to grow a rainforest. When the land is left behind, when the land is left alone, sabat lang mo. Sabat sa. Okay.
Waiting for the mic. Recording. 3, 2, 1. Go.
You don't have to plant trees to build your own rainforest. Just leave the land alone, protect them from people from cutting trees, and wait. By the grace of God, in a few years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, you will have a natural rainforest where natural trees, indigenous plants, will grow abundantly and thickly. And you'll be able to enjoy the variety that nature offers. Plant trees, preserve trees, protect trees.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
3, 2, 1, recording, go.
We call this the menthol tree. Sure. We call this the menthol tree because the sap smells like a menthol. One of the biggest companies that make essential oil in the United States have planted a plantation in Albay, Philippines, planting trees like this and harvesting them and stealing them and creating an abundant menthol smell. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Now we'll talk to you about bamboos. Bamboos are the tallest grass in the world. Bamboos are easy to plant and they're hard to kill. They have many uses, 1,001 uses. For the purpose of what we did here in Dumayukdok, we use bamboos to slow down flash flood and stop soil erosion. Many communities in the Philippines have suffered major disasters because they have failed to plant bamboos or have destroyed, decimated, and desecrated their bamboo trees. By raising bamboo, you protect your environment, provide you plenty of raw materials for many different projects from construction to artworks to crafts, and still be able to help your environment. Plant bamboo trees. It won't hurt you. It will help you.
Pwede makamupilap.
Ah,
Ayan na.
bingo! This is a giant lawaan tree. Hundreds of years ago, this place was covered by lawaan. Today, they are few and far between. In our property, we have less than a dozen of these trees. We're trying to preserve. Hopefully, will never be cut. I estimate this to be about 50 years. It's good for several hundred more years. Hopefully, young generation can come here and learn about reforestation, about different species of trees that they can learn to propagate by themselves. In this place, we have apitong, we have tugas, we have all kinds of hardwood trees that young people hopefully will be able to learn from.